Hello and welcome to Victoriana. We're a week or so into December and we're obviously flat out packing at the moment. It's that time of year, we're just finishing catching up on all our back orders, and obviously now we're thinking about Christmas orders, or you guys are thinking about Christmas orders, and that's what we're now getting out the door. So very busy time of year for us in here, and actually quite a busy time around the nursery as well. I'll give you a quick run round. So out here in the herb and veg gardens, it really is that time of year. Things are starting to look quite grotty and tatty. We haven't had any prolonged cold this autumn, so the weeds are still growing, as are quite a few other bits and pieces. We're still picking celery and things like that, which would have expected to sort of be knocked back by now, but it hasn't, and it's still not that stringy. Getting through one of our Jerusalem artichoke beds, they're very popular this year. Got a couple more to lift if we need to, and way over there the brassica cage is full of sprouts and other brassicas coming along nicely, some nice red cabbage, etc. So quite pleased with what's going on in there as well. So as I say, yeah, really it's just that untidy time of year. After Christmas hopefully we'll get a bit of time to start digging over some of the beds, and that'll be a project for January and February if it's open enough. But yeah, not much more really going on out here at the moment. So here in the veg tunnel, we were a bit late in clearing it out this year because we had all the troubles with the storm damage, etc. at the end of October, beginning of November. So that put us a little bit behind, but we did finally get it all cleared out. And now of course it's time to start thinking about crops for next year. So we started putting in some tubs, and we've got some early carrots underway, some spinach, some nice lettuce down the far end there. I'll be putting in some peas and beans pretty soon as well. We've got those coming along to plant out. And then I guess the next thing we'll be thinking about will be bringing in the tubs of asparagus, and also the strawberries, so that we end up with some early asparagus and strawberries, which we do every year. So it's been empty for a few weeks, but already is becoming productive again for the year ahead. So here in the bubble, we're in the middle of squeezing everything up to make as much space so that we can get as much in here as we possibly can. This is the only house that we actually heat through the winter months, and so it's obviously important that we maximise every bit of area that we can, because obviously gas is expensive. So yeah, we're still squeezing a few more bits in. We've been lucky that it's been quite a mild autumn, and obviously a week or so left of autumn, but no doubt winter round the corner, and a hard winter forecast as well. So we really do want to squeeze in everything that we possibly can. Here in the top house we are absolutely chocker. We can't get anything else in here. We literally have filled up every space, even the paths at the ends. Obviously we need to get up and down for watering, etc. But yeah, as I say, we can't get anything else in here now. And I guess that's the way we like it, really. This house we don't heat, and in fact we go a stage further than that, and through the winter months we run with the vents open, or open all the time. We haven't got any wind, and of course we've had a little bit of that again at the beginning of December. But no, so we keep it open. The idea of that is that we want it as cold as possible, so it's as hard and frosty as possible, so anything in here that is planted out will be fine to go straight out. And really it's more a case that we just need the protection from the continual rain on the small cell plants and on the container plants. Just getting really wet and waterlogged doesn't do them the best. So we're really using the house just for protection from sitting very wet and soggy, rather than worrying about the cold. And as I say, the more cold we have in here the better as far as we're concerned. But no, so we're absolutely chocker in here, and yeah, very full. So we did manage to get our autumn and early winter liftings all out in the end. Obviously you saw us at the beginning of November struggling in the mud and the torrential rain, and That made things carry on a little bit longer than we hoped, but we've got everything lifted now for the time being. Probably do some after Christmas again, I guess. But so everything's here, all strawed up, so the roots are all protected from the frost, and we're watering every few days out here to keep everything nice and moist, and drawing from here, which makes things a lot easier through the winter months, because obviously when the ground is frozen solid it's impossible to lift. But obviously from the strawed pens it's quite simple. So yeah, we're full up with trees out here, and lots have been going out over the last few weeks, and we're now just about up to date, so orders that are going or being placed now are literally going out in a few days, so we're quite pleased with that, and hopefully we can keep up to date. So I'll finish off here in our prop area. As you can see, the beds are pretty empty. We haven't got heat on, we haven't got lights on, we're not actually propagating anything just yet. We won't be doing our onions on Christmas Day. We won't be sowing our onions Christmas Day, and in fact we won't be turning any of this on until we get back in the new year. So just a few bits to sort out between now and then, and clear the beds down, and then it'll be all systems go. So that's about it for December, and all I have to say is thank you for your custom this year. Wish you a happy Christmas, and a prosperous and a good growing year for 2014, and we will catch up with you very early in January.